To commence with the name of Almighty Allah, the most gracious and merciful. Assalamu alaikum. I am Ali Hassan, a food science and technology student. So welcome to my YouTube channel Dr. Food Tea. In the previous video we have discussed scopes and opportunities in the field of food science and technology, and we have discussed a lot of jobs and career opportunities for the students who are studying or either planning to study food science and technology as their major degree. In today's video we will discuss basic food groups. So as we are delivering a series of videos relevant to food science and technology, so this is the third video in that regard. So basic food groups will be discussed in this video. So first of all, let's have a look on contents to discuss today. We will discuss classification of food, contribution of food groups to the diet, then concept of balanced diet. So let's start it. First of all, we need to know why we need food. So food is very mandatory for the body to grow, to develop and to maintain. For the maintenance and for all the activities, all the role playing in the body, each and every functions happening in the body needs energy, and that energy is delivered by consuming food. So body needs carbohydrates, proteins, fats, minerals, vitamins, and all these nutrients are delivered to the body by food. So food should be rich in nutrients. So nutrients are the basic requirements of the body. So body needs all type of nutrients, not only solely a single type of nutrients, a one category of nutrients. As we know, there is a lot of varieties of nutrients. So body needs all of them, not some of them but all of them. So that demands the variety of food. The food pattern determines how much and which type of nutrients we are intaking in the body. So first of all, we need to know why we group the food, like why we make the food groups. So first of all, food group together to give an idea on accounts of the key nutrients of that food group. For example, milk, yogurt, cheese, that contains calcium and proteins, while the fruit group is a good source of fiber, vitamins and minerals. So as the type of food is changing, the nutrients, the contained nutrients are also changes. That's why the food is grouped. Secondly, it is also important to enjoy a variety of food within each food groups, because different foods vary in the amount of the key nutrients that they provide. Like in the vegetable food group, that is a single food group, like carrots and pumpkins, they contain significantly more vitamin A than other vegetables such as potatoes. So you can see in the same food group, different items contains different nutrients in a significant amounts, significantly varying amounts. So that's why we need to group the food. So these are the points that clarify why there is need to group the food grouping. So first of all, we will discuss how many food groups are there. So we classify food groups into four basic groups. First one is cereals, millets and pulses. Second group is vegetables and fruits. Third group contains milk, milk products, egg, meat, fish, poultry and their products. And the fourth and last group contains fats and oils, nuts and oil seeds, sugars. So these are four basic food groups to remember, and this will repeat again and again whenever we discuss about food groups. So let's discuss them one by one. So our first group was cereals, millets and pulses. So let's discuss them further one by one. So first category in the first food group is cereals. So cereals contains wheat, rice and their products like wheat flour, that is known as atta, semolina, rava and suji, also known as suji, refined wheat flour, maida, vermicelli, puffed rice, flaked rice, rice flour, bread, noodles, and other such items. These are all comes under the category of cereals. Second subcategory in the first food group is millets. So millets, also known as sorghum, jowar, bajra, maize, ragi, cornflakes, puffed jowar, ragi malt, and other. These are all items, food items, comes in the under the category of millets. Cereals and millets are rich source of energy as they are rich in carbohydrates. So basically, this group contains carbohydrates as a significant nutrient. So carbohydrates are rich, like instant source of energy. So that's why mostly carbohydrates are consumed as the groups. Mostly these group items are consumed as staple food items because they provide instant energy. So generally the size of one portion of cereals and millets is considered as 30 grams, and number of portions per day of cereals and millets is 9 to 20 numbers. So third item in the first group is pulses and legumes. So legumes such as Bengal gram, that is also known as chana, black gram, green gram, lentil, and their dals and red gram dal are included. So some other legumes like copy, mothmi beans, dry peas, soybeans, and field beans are also included. So except first two, first two groups were cereals and millets, they were rich in carbohydrates, but pulses and legumes are good source of proteins, so they can also be used as alternative of meat for those who are non-veg, like who are vegetarian, sorry. So number of portions per day is 2 to 4, and number of portion, like size of portion, should be 30 grams. Cereals, millets, and pulses are also provide B complex, vitamin, minerals, and fiber. So they contains these nutrients also, but not significantly in least amount. So major sources are what have discussed earlier. Second food group is vegetables and fruits. So in vegetables, first of all, first category is green leafy vegetables, that are also abbreviated as GLV. So what are the vegetables which are GLV? These are spinach, fenugreek, coriander, onion leaves, amaranth, colocasia leaves, radish leaves, salad leaves, cabbage, dill leaves, drumsticks leaves, and others. And these vegetable leaves are rich source of vitamins like beta carotene, vitamin C, minerals like calcium, iron, and fiber. So they have much more importance for the persons who are looking forward to decrease, shed their weight. So these are very important class in balanced diet formulation, green leafy vegetables. So their size of portion is 100 grams and number of portion per day is 1. So you can see vegetable serving portion is size portion is 100 grams, and for previous food group was 30. So we'll see why there is a difference of these like size of one portion. So basically this is the matter of energy. So that will be clear in our next upcoming topics. So first of all, just be stick to the food groups. Second is category of vegetables are roots and tubers. So we know the vegetables like potatoes, sweet potatoes, tapioca, beetroots, carrots. These are all roots and tubers, and they are also rich source of carbohydrates, mainly in the form of starch. And their size of one portion is also 100, and number of serving is 2. Other vegetables includes other parts of the plant like fruits, flowers, seeds, nuts, spores, and such as ladyfinger, tomato, brinjal, peas. These are all the vegetables that comes under the category of other vegetables, and their size of portion is also 100, and number of portions per day should be 2. Fruits. So fruits, these are rich source of beta carotene. Beta carotene, uh, like oranges, fig, pomegranate, mango, papaya. These are rich source of beta carotene. Vitamin C rich fruits are amla, gooseberry, also known as gooseberry, guava, orange, lemon, sweet lime, pine, apple, strawberry, custard apple, cashew apple fruit, and others are also included in these groups. So other fruits, apples, grapes, banana, watermelon, cherry, peach, plums, these are also comes under the category of fruits, and uh, they are rich source of vitamins and minerals, and sometimes carbohydrates. So their number of portion per day is 1, and size of one portion should be 100, just like the vegetables one. So all fruits provide carbohydrates in the form of sugar, fiber, vitamins and minerals. So this is like interesting fact to know about fruits. And one medium sized egg weight is approximately 50 grams, that probably be for the third food group, so will be discussed in later. So our third food group is milk and milk products, eggs, meat, fish, poultry, and their products. So first of all, the first item is milk. So milk contains all milk variants like whole milk, toned milk, double toned milk, skim milk, condensed, and powder milk. So these are all the variants of milk. Second is milk products. So all the products that are formulated by using milk as a primary ingredient are known as milk products, and they include yogurt, paneer, cheese, uh, uh, curd, khoa. So these are all milk products, and they're good source of proteins, vitamins, vitamin A, minerals, and calcium. So their number of portion should be like 3, and milk products 50 gram, like size of portion, and portion of milk is 100 ml. Third item in third food group is eggs, and there are only two types of eggs, chicken eggs and duck eggs. They are also good source of protein, especially the albumin part, the white part. Fourth item is meat. All type of meats like red meat, lean meat, beef, lamb, whale pork. These are all good source of iron, zinc, and vitamin B12. Fifth item is fish and seafoods. So this include fishes, prawns, crabs, lobsters, mussels, oysters, scallops, clams. These are all good source of vitamins, minerals, proteins, and omega-3 fatty acids. Remember that fish and sea items, they are only the good source of omega-3 fatty acids. Like they are considered very good source of particularly this nutrient. This is omega-3 fatty acid, that is very important for the body for specific functions. So there is worth of sea items to consume. Sixth item is poultry. So chicken, turkey, duck, goose, these all comes under the category of poultry, and size of one portion is considered as 50 grams. The number of portion should be 1. So interesting fact about like egg has been discussed earlier. Like 50 gram egg size is considered a one medium egg. Our fourth and last food group is oils and fats, nuts and oil seeds, and sugar. So first of all, the first item is oils and fats. So all the types of oil and fats, including butter, pure ghee, cream, vanaspati ghee, vegetable oils, these are all comes under the category of oils and fats, and they are concentrated forms of energy. Like they are concentrated source of energy. They are very rich sources of energy. So that's why you can see the size of one portion is reduced. Only 5 grams is considered the size of one portion, because they have high amount of energy. Number of portions can be 4 to 8 per day. So second item, nuts and oil seeds. So they include some all type of nuts like ground nuts, gingli seeds, also known as sesame seeds, cashew nuts, almonds, dry coconut, fresh coconut, walnut. So these are also a good source of energy, proteins, and minerals. The last and third item in the fourth food group is sugar. So all type of sugars like jaggery, honey, uh, sugar, cane sugar, these are all like types of atoms that provide contains sugar. So these are also good source of energy, and that's why their size of one portion is 5 grams and number of portions can be 4 to 11 per day. So milk and milk products provide good quality nutrients. Quality nutrients. There is milk is a wholesome food. So that's why it is considered in our like subcontinent. The milk importance of milk cannot be denied. Like people like conventionally are well familiar about the importance of milk. So this is all about the food groups. So next we'll see what is the contribution of food groups to the diet. So it will be more clear to us after discussing this that why we need a variety of food in our diet. So to avoid monotony and bring variety in the diet, we need to select different food from the different food groups. So if these foods are consumed in appropriate amounts, it will lead to a good health. So following table shows 4 food groups. Like what we have discussed in the theory, all the data is like concentrated form is gathered in the table form. So you can see in the first column different all 4 food groups are there: uh, cereals, millets, fruits, milk, and oil. And then foods like which food provide these which foods come under the category of these food groups. Then one column is about size of portion, then other is number of portions per day, and which nutrients are present in the respective food groups. So each and everything is clearly elaborated in this table. So you can see here, if we discuss about size of portions, cereals, they have 30 grams serving size, and for fruits and vegetables it is 100, and for milk and milk products 150. Then for oils and fats they are only 5 grams. So you can see here the smallest serving size is for the fourth food group that contains oils and fats. So as we have discussed earlier, this food group is rich, contains the food items that are rich source of energy. That's why their serving size is reduced to 5 grams only. So their 5 grams can deliver equivalent amount of energy as the 100 grams of fruits and vegetables and 30 grams of cereals and millets group will provide. So this is like this was one point just to like be clear about to the students of food science and technology for understanding point of view. So next comes balanced diet. So first of all, we need to know what exactly the term balanced diet is. So balanced diet is a diet which supplies all the essential nutrients in adequate amounts according to an individual's age, sex, physiological status, and physical activity. It also provides amounts of nutrients for growth, development, wear and tear of body, and a small reserve for emergency. So that type of diet is known as balanced diet, a diet that is according to a person's age, its his sex, his physiological activity status, physical activity status. Then it contains an adequate amount of nutrients that is required for its growth, development, and body maintenance. So that specific type of diet is considered as balanced diet. So you can see that these terminologies, these parameters will define balanced diet for a specific person. So balanced diet can vary person to person, gender to gender, from depending upon their physical activity, their physiological status, and their need of the body. So this is balanced diet. So the nutritional requirement of an individual varies according to a person's age, sex, physical activity, and physiological condition. So you can see here the table 3.2. This is about the RDA, recommended dietary allowance. So you can see here, first column is about group. So group contains men's, women's, infants, children, boys, girls, and their particulars. So particulars can vary, like sedentary workers, some are moderate workers, and some are indulged in heavy work. So as we discussed that balanced diet is dependent upon a person's physical activity. So particulars defines which type of physical activity physical activity work is for a specific group. So sedentary are the persons who work just like in the offices, the students that do not need to move more in a day. They just have to sit in front of desk on a chair for work. Some are indulged in moderate work, like school boys, they have to walk a little bit in more than 1 hour a day. So they are moderate workers. And heavy workers are like the laborers, the laborers working on construction sites or either on the roadside. So they are heavy workers. So it also depends upon like RDA, that is recommended dietary allowance. It also considers the body weight also for a specific group, within a specific group. So you can see here, if a man is a sedentary worker and its body weight is 60 kilograms, he need like net energy 2320. So proteins should be like gram per day 60, fat, number of fat is 50 grams per day. He needs 600 calcium mg per day of calcium, and his iron requirement is like 17 mg per day. So this table, RDA table for different groups, is very important for formulation of a balanced diet, for the meal planning, and for a specific health goal achieving. So this is very important. So when we discuss balanced diet, so it comes like how to plan a balanced diet. So first of all, we have discussed food groups, then we discussed balanced diet. So for planning a balanced diet, we need to be well familiar about different food groups that we have discussed earlier. So we'll see following some points to consider while planning of balanced diet for an individual. So first of all, include foods from all food groups in the daily diet. So it will avoid a boring routine of food consuming pattern. So according to requirements of individual, correct number of portions from each food group should be included in the diet. Variety of foods should be selected from within each subgroups, because food within the subgroup have similar but not identical nutritive value. That is very important. Variety in selection will also bring variety into the meals. Yes, when we select different food items from the different food groups, so it will ultimately make a more diverse type of meal. In a vegetarian diet, to improve the quality of proteins, either use a cereal pulse combination or incorporate small quantity of milk or milk products to the meal. So this is just to deliver proteins, adequate amount of proteins to the body. As vegetarian don't like meat, so there is need to provide protein from the alternative sources like legumes, lentils, pulses, or using milk or milk products in the meal. So we should also include uncooked vegetables and fruits in the meal. So mostly green leafy vegetables are used in that for that purpose. Use seasonal fruits and vegetables which are delicious, cheap, and nutritious. Yes, that's very important to remember and to keep in mind. Always we should use seasonal fruits because they are very very economical. They are seasonal. When they are seasonal, they contains a good amount of nutrients as compared to processed or stored ones. And while planning balanced diet, we should use green leafy vegetables in every diet. So green leafy vegetables provide good source of they are good source of fibers. They can provide minerals and vitamins to the body. So while planning a balanced diet, in addition to the above factors, food pyramid should be considered. So here the term is used, food pyramid. So what is food pyramid? First of all, have a look on this one, this triangle. This is known as food pyramid. So this is just like a pyramid type shape that contains different food items that are categorized, like that are placed very carefully in the shape. So we'll see first of all what is food pyramid. So you can see at the base the first food group is there: cereals, millets and pulses. Next comes vegetables and fruits, and then comes milk and milk products, and at the tip there are oil seed and nuts, like fats and oils. So why they are placed in that way? So you can see the base of the pyramid is very broad. So means to say that food group which is at the bottom, we can select more servings from that portion from that food group. Then it comes it is like the from the base to top, the shape is become steeper. So amount of serving, the number of servings is getting reduced. So that's why you can see here we can select a variety of meals. Then servings is reduced for vegetables and fruits. Then very little amount of milk and milk products, and nuts and oilseeds should be used a very minute amount. So that's why they are placed in that way in a food pyramid. So food pyramid assists very to a great extent for a nutritionist while he is planning a diet for a specific patient. So food pyramid offers a pattern of daily food choices based on the serving from the four basic groups. So as we have discussed, the thing, the first food group is cereals. Then it is at the base. Second group is of fruits and vegetables. Then third is rich source of protein, that is milk and milk products. And at the tip there are fats and sugars that should be consumed in very smallest amount, and that's why they are placed in the smallest area, covering area of the shape. So these are food groups, food pyramid. They assist in selection of variety of food, and they are very important for balanced diet planning. So that's why we have discussed this stuff in this topic. So these are the points to remember. Different types of food are classified, like four groups are there. Then food groups serve a tool to plan a balanced diet. Then variety of food should be selected from within each subgroup. Then there are some factors that affect the diet, a balanced diet, which are sex, age, type of work, financial status, physical state of person, availability of food, likes and dislikes, climate and variety. And then we have discussed about food pyramids, and what it does, it offers a pattern for daily food choices based on serving from the food groups. So this was all about today, what we have discussed today. Let's have a quick review. We have discussed different food groups, basic food groups. So these are four. Then why there is need to group the food. So we have discussed that also. Then we have discussed all the subtypes of food groups one by one, and their number of portions and their serving size also discussed. Then we discussed balanced diet, and then we discussed what is food pyramid and how this assist in planning a balanced diet. So hope so this video will be very helpful for you for understanding different food groups. So hope so you enjoyed the video. Stay tuned to our channel. We will keep on uploading more videos relevant to further topics of food science and technology. So stay tuned to the channel Dr. Food Tea. So goodbye until the next time. Allah Hafiz.